Hello there, it's Aule. Let's take a look at one of my favorite buildings in my medieval city MOC, the horse merchant's house. With the horse merchant's house, I wanted to include an opulent building to round up the market square. I wanted to build it in a high Gothic style, which means that it would have been constructed rather recently in the city's point in history. I usually start building with bricks right away without having stuff planned out digitally, but I still had to make some considerations before I started building so that things would actually work out to be aesthetic. One of these considerations was the choice of color, where I unfortunately had very few freedoms to choose. It was only realistic for the facade to be plastered, and thus, as long as it wasn't whitewashed or painted, it had to be light bluish grey, just like half of the market square itself. I decided against it being painted, since it wouldn't fit the rest of my city, and I decided against it being whitewashed, because I wanted to build a sand green copper roof, and I preferred the color combination of light bluish grey and sand green over white and sand green. Tracery, corner cuboids and structures I decided to build in dark tan, as they were not plastered. In order to make my buildings as interesting as possible, I tried to include as many different angles as possible. As this building defines the market square's outline, the angle would actually stand out quite a lot. To make the outer shape even more intricate, I added a bay window and dormers, and the clock tower even shapes the entire city as well. On the lower floor, there are stables on the right side and plenty rentable rooms with a colonnade in front on the left side. As this merchant's house is located on the market square, these rooms make for excellent storage room with the option to place the shopping stand right under the colonnade. In this occasion, these rooms accommodate a tailor, a shoemaker, a miller, and some generic storage room. The stairwell in the tower gives access to the upper floor. In here we have the merchant's office, a kitchen, a small library for the bookkeeping on the left side, and a hall on the right side. The attic actually is accessible as well, but it doesn't have any interior yet. Feel free to let me know what I could build in there, I'm out of clues. On the top of the clock tower, there obviously had to be a clockwork. Clock towers came up in the late Middle Ages, the early ones only had one clock hand. As a consequence, they had much simpler mechanic, and this mechanic of an early pendulum clock I tried to capture in here. I hope you liked this video. If so, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. There will be a part 2 soon, where I explain the techniques that allowed me to create this building. Until then, have a nice time. See ya!